Apple published 10 new advisories describing vulnerabilities affecting its products, including a zero-day that has been exploited against iPhone users. Apple patches zero-day vulnerability exploited against iPhones. Hello and welcome to VAR India News Hour. Apple announced an advisory for iOS 16.1.2 that would be released in the coming days. And it's unclear why the tech giant waited for so long to make the information public. According to the company, the flaw, tracked as CVE 2022-42856, is a type confusion affecting the WebKit browser engine. An attacker can exploit the vulnerability for arbitrary code execution by getting the targeted user to access a specially crafted website. It's worth noting that every third-party web browser that's available for iOS and iPadOS, including Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and Microsoft Edge, and others, are required to use the WebKit rendering engine due to restrictions imposed by Apple. Apple is aware of a report that this issue may have been actively exploited against versions of iOS released before iOS 15.1, the company said in its advisory. Clement Lessing of Google's Threat Analysis Group has been credited for reporting the vulnerability to Apple. While no information has been released about the attacks leveraging CVE 2022-42856, Google typically tracks exploits used by sophisticated state-sponsored threat actors or commercial spyware vendors. While it appears that CVE 2022-42856 has only been used against iPhone users, Apple has also patched the vulnerability with the release of macOS Ventura 13.1, tvOS 16.2, and Safari 16.2. iOS and iPadOS 15.7.2 also include fixes for the bug. macOS Ventura 13.1 patches a total of 36 vulnerabilities that can lead to arbitrary code execution, sensitive information disclosure, security bypass, spoofing, or a denial of service, that is DOS condition. macOS Big Sur 11.7.2 resolves 10 vulnerabilities, and macOS Monterey 12.6.2 fixes over a dozen issues. A total of 35 flaws have been fixed with the release of iOS and iPadOS 16.2. and 17 security holes with the release of iOS and iPadOS 15.7.2. watchOS 9.2 addresses 25 vulnerabilities, and tvOS 16.2 addresses 28 issues. Since these operating systems are based on iOS, most of these are flaws shared among all operating systems. Safari 16.2 patches 10 flaws, and iCloud for Windows 14.1 fixes 3 issues, all affecting WebKit. The latest iOS, iPadOS, and macOS updates also introduce a new security feature called Advanced Data Protection for iCloud that expands end-to-end encryption to iCloud backup, notes, photos, and more. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Microsoft patches Windows zero-day vulnerability. Microsoft has fixed a security vulnerability used by threat actors to bypass the Windows Smart Screen security feature and deliver Magniber ransomware or Qbot malware payloads. The attackers used malicious standalone JavaScript files to exploit the zero-day to bypass mark of the web security warnings displayed by Windows to alert users that files originating from the internet should be treated with caution. Qualcomm launches Wi-Fi 7 capable chipsets. Global chipmaker Qualcomm has unveiled Wi-Fi 7 capable chipsets as a part of its new immersive home platform. The new Wi-Fi 7 immersive platform will deliver more than 20 Gbps of total system capacity in a compact, power-efficient, cost-effective network chipset architecture. It can reduce real-time latency by 75% for lag-free gaming experiences. The new Qualcomm chips are currently being sampled by manufacturers of home routers and mesh Wi-Fi devices and are expected to be available in the second half of 2023. Digital Realty CEO Bill Stein exits company. Digital Realty CEO Bill Stein has been terminated from his role. The company's board of directors has appointed current president and chief financial officer Andy Power as its CEO. Bill Stein served as Digital Realty's CFO and chief investment officer and was elevated as CEO in 2014. Prior to joining Digital Realty, he worked with GI Partners. Instagram introduces multiple new features for users. Instagram is rolling out several new features on its platform. The first feature is called Notes, allowing users to create a short post of up to 60 characters with text and emojis. Users can check the replies to their notes in their DMs. The other feature rolling out lets users nominate friends to participate in Add Yours on Stories via the new Add Your Nomination feature, which can be accessed by tapping the Pass It On button. The Candid Stories feature will allow users to click a candid photo from the Stories camera and share the real-time activity with their friends and followers. Twitter to soon shut down Revue. Twitter will discontinue its newsletter product Revue next year. The social media platform brought Revue in 2021 for an undisclosed sum amid a larger boom for newsletters during the pandemic. At the time, Twitter had said Revue's premium features would be free for all users and that it would lower the paid newsletter fee to help writers retain more of the revenue generated from subscriptions. From January 2023, it will no longer be possible to access any Revue account and all the data will be deleted. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.